Okay, here we go. Just got in the new Carb from Dwayne from thatsdash.com. It's the Carb for the GT50R two-stroke motor that he sells. This is the high-performance Carb. It fits these China two-strokes perfectly, so he shipped one out to me for me to test it to see if it really would work. Here is the reason why I'm not out riding. Not the best riding conditions in the world, and the road is pretty much the same because we live on a really small road and they don't plow it very well. We don't get salt or anything. And it's iced over. It's really cold out. I really don't want to test it. But I did go down the driveway and back, and it ran pretty good. It doesn't rev as high. I checked the plug. I think it might be running a little rich. It ran for about 2 minutes, so I really can't tell. But I'll show you what the plug looks like. Oh, that's terribly out of focus. Here's the plug. It's black, but it's not that oily. I really wish that would focus, but it's kind of blends in with my black paint. Not really, a little brighter, but I'll have to change the main jet on it, I think, because I don't believe there's any way to there's no needle in it, and I'll show you that in a little bit. Here's that needle is the idle needle. This is the auto choke, and this is the choke off position, and then you slide it down and it sticks there. And then up here, you hear that click? You turn the choke on, you start it, and by the way, it started right up. I was really impressed when I did ride it. It started right up, and then you pull the throttle and it clicks back. It's just a spring-loaded feature, and then I had to mod this, and it's not really done yet. It's not tight. You can tell it's not that tight. Here's the filter. I'm going to take it off real quick, if I can find a screwdriver to do that. And it's just one of those clamps, and this clamp kind of just want to unscrew period. So, but there it is. That is that right there is just the intake. And then up in there, that squarish, you can see kind of there's a spring. That's kind of where the auto choke happens. What happens is you pull this, and that little thing right there, there's a little piece that comes out, and then that goes away and it flicks out. My camera's slow to the reaction of it. But inside, it's just a slide. It's wet from just riding it, and then it opens, and then it goes back down. And what it is that's just a slide. There's nothing connected to it. It's just a metal bar, and on the top there's a little slot to put your cable in, and it just lifts, and then it's spring-loaded. And that brass tube, if I took it off and showed you the other side, it'd still be out of focus. But what it does, I will take it off and show you guys. It has different sized holes in it, and the different sized holes let more or less fuel out. And when that slide uncovers those, whoops, that's where the fuel comes from. You can see it on this side. There's that wall. I want to call it the wall from now on. Then you, oh, it's dripping fuel. That sucks. Is that better? I've been dripping fuel all over the place. Don't light a match. But then it slides open, and you can see there's two little holes there. Well, there is another one that you most definitely cannot see. Way down in there, there's a little ridge. And then you can't see it, but there's a hole right there. Trust me, I'm not crazy. And then it just opens them up, and then that's wide open. Of course, that's closed. And then I said you got that. There's the spring in there, and here's the. I'm using a boost bottle, so all you boost bottle haters, I'm sorry. It was half off. I had to get it. It works pretty well. It messed me up for a while, but now it works. And then here's my old Carb. That's what it used to be. You can compare the two right there. Different setup. Very different setup. And then here's just that air filter. I really like the blue. It's a really, really shiny, nice looking blue. I really like that. And then that used to be red. That's just water, don't worry. I'm not, or is it? I don't know. Not that crazy with fuel. It used to be red like that, and then of course it comes out at the bottom. So that's about all for now. It's way too cold to test. I'm really sorry. Once the snow clears up, I will most definitely go out on the road and test it. And since there's no needle to adjust like on the regular carbs, you kind of just have to change the main jet. So it's kind of simple. I think it's simpler than the China carb, which is amazing because I thought that was as simple as they got. But this one does not have a second fuel. What's the word? I forgot. I'm tired. But that's where the fuel comes in, and then there's a little like gap right in there, and then that gap is to equal the pressure, and then there's a screen right behind it that screws off, and then there's a screen. So I really like this carb. It's really nice. If anything, I can say that I have a carb no one else has for now, but I'm pretty sure it's going to work. I mean, it's a great carb. The quality is amazing. There's really nothing, there's no defects on it that I can find yet. It just runs a little rich. As soon as I get a smaller jet, I'll go out and run it, and I'm pretty sure it'll give me a performance boost because it's a really nice carb, and it's based off the Del Orto. Hope I'm saying that right. It's based off that, and the parts are interchangeable. The only thing that's not interchangeable is the jet, but that jet thread does go to a different Del Orto carb. So it's interchangeable. Wonderful carb. Good quality plastic up here. I mean, it's not cheap. It's the gaskets are all good on it. They're not O-rings. The bowl does not have an O-ring. It's flat, but it still has a little ridge you set it in. So I'm impressed with it. And here's my bike with all the melted snow on the ground. That's about all for now. If I get it running again, or if the snow clears up, I'll definitely get it out and test it. I don't have a helmet cam. I want to get one of those soon. That's all for now. Thanks. Bye.